my motto of keeping the recipe short and sweet, I'm going to show you Nariyal Ki Barfi or Kopra Pak. For this, I've done a little bit of prep beforehand. I've taken 3 cups of freshly grated coconut here. Make sure you grate it the old-fashioned way. And to that, I've added 1.5 cup of sugar. Just mix the two and leave it for 1 hour for the sugar to dissolve a little bit. So you can see the sugar has partially dissolved. And into this, I'm going to add the other ingredients. In half a cup of milk, add 1/4 teaspoon of powdered yellow color. If you don't have yellow color, you can even add 1/4 teaspoon of saffron to the milk, or otherwise just skip it completely. And now I'm going to add this milk into the coconut mixture. Into this, I'm also going to add 1.5 tablespoon of homemade cream or Malai. Again, if you don't have this handy, you can just skip this completely. Now, let's start cooking. On medium flame, I'm going to keep stirring this mixture. Make sure you keep stirring it in one direction. You have to cook this mixture for around 12 to 14 minutes. You can see there's a lot of moisture from the sugar and the coconut. We need to dry this out completely. At any point you feel it sticking to the pan, you can reduce the flame. You can see that the mixture has dried out quite a bit, and once you start seeing all this residue on the pan, that means this is done. And also the best way to test is that 12 minutes are up. So I'm going to turn off the flame. This is done, and into this I'm going to add all the flavoring ingredients. Half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. As an option, you can even add cardamom, pistachio and almond powder if you wish. Also 1/4 teaspoon of rose essence. I'm going to give this a mix. At this point, the flame is already off. This is done, and I'm going to remove this on a greased tray. I've lightly greased the tray with some ghee. Very quickly, I'm going to flatten this with a greased steel bowl. Also at this point, make the cuts for the pieces because it will be very difficult once it hardens. I'm going to garnish this with silver foil. Otherwise, you can even use thinly sliced pistachios or almonds. Be very careful while handling this. And this is done. Let it set for 1 hour at room temperature before you unmold it. I'm going to repeat a few tips. 1. Make sure it's absolutely freshly grated coconut, not even desiccated coconut or refrigerated coconut. Just grate it and start using it. 2. Don't cook it for longer than 12 to 14 minutes. So this is my Diwali gift to you. Can't make a sweet faster than this. So wishing all of you a very happy and a prosperous Diwali.